So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Pooler, Georgia, like a swimming pool, Pooler. And we find a Long Island frauditor trying to get respect. But what he doesn't understand is that you first must respect yourself and others to get that respect. And that's why he loses all the way around. Enjoy.
Today we are at the City Hall here in Pooler, Georgia. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect.
As I always like to say, if you want respect, you have to respect others first. And foremost, you must respect yourself. If you don't do those things, you are surely not going to be respected in this world.
15 minutes later.
Now let's head over to the police department side and make sure that they respect our freedom of press right.
Can I help you with something?
Hey, how you doing today, sir?
Good. Can I help you?
Yeah, can I just get your name and badge number first?
Can I help you? You're in an employee parking lot.
Can I just get your name and badge number?
Sergeant Self.
Sergeant Self?
Yep.
And your badge number?
615.
615?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't need any help.
Yeah, you're in an employee parking lot.
It's not a secure area.
It's an employee parking lot and you're not an employee. And you're making employees feel uncomfortable
So
when they walk inside the building. So
this parking lot is not a secured area.
Okay.
So right off the bat, the idiot wants to argue with the sergeant. This is not a secure area. Well, do you work there? No, you don't work anywhere. So get out.
It's public property.
Okay.
It might be only for employee parking. I'm not parking in here. My car is not parked in here. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story.
Well, this is for employees. You're not an employee and you're making
It's employees parking,
Listen
sir.
to me. You're making our employees feel uncomfortable when they come in and out from their vehicles. So that's where the problem is.
I understand what I don't understand what you're saying, because how would I make somebody feel uncomfortable? I don't understand.
Because you're not an employee and you're in an employee parking lot and you're making the employees feel uncomfortable, the female employees that are
This is an employee parking lot. Like you said, I'm not parking. I'm a journalist exercising my freedom of press right in a public area. This is public. Like if I was behind those gates over there behind you, that would be a restricted area.
This moron really thinks he's a journalist. I don't know how this crazy stuff started on YouTube, but it really needs to come to an end because these people are suffering from psychosis.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime, sir?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, I need to know if you're suspecting me of committing a crime first.
I'm a police officer. I asked you for your ID. I need you to give me your ID.
Sir, with all due respect, sir, can I speak to another supervisor? I understand that you're a sergeant, but I do not.
I am the supervisor here.
I understand, but then you should know as a supervisor, sir, that unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime in the state of Georgia, you cannot lawfully demand my ID from me.
Okay, what I told you was you're making employees feel uncomfortable. I've asked you for your ID. You're on
That's not a
public
crime,
property.
sir.
The real crime is that you are permitted to walk around with your potato cam, film nonsense, upload it to YouTube, and get paid money. That's the real crime. But after all, only in America, right, Sean?
That's not a crime. I'm asking, you should know that in Georgia, you have to have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that's been committed, sir. I just told you I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity.
Yeah, and you're being
Freedom of
suspicious.
press.
You're not. You don't belong in this parking lot. You're
Suspicious.
a person.
Suspicious is not a crime, sir. Suspicion is not a crime. You know that, Sergeant. Come on. You know, suspicion is not a crime.
Okay. Let me see your driver's license, please, or an ID.
Sir, I don't have a legal obligation to give you a driver's license or an ID, sir. I don't understand. Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained. You keep on walking.
Okay. If I'm not being detained, I'm going to continue about my business, sir.
I'm going to do it here.
I'm an independent journalist.
I love when this jackwagon says he's an independent journalist. Well, I guess that makes me an independent journalist as well. I have a cell phone camera and it records. What the hell is he talking about? Shut your bloody mouth.
Who are you, sir?
You're not, I'm the chief of police.
You're the chief of police. Can I get your name?
You can look it up on the internet if you're that smart.
But why would I have to look it up on the internet, sir?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
My sergeant asked you for a
My
driver's
first
license.
Tell me if you tell me your name and identify yourself.
We're not making tits for tats. This is the employee parking lot. You're not an employee. You have no business.
This is I'm not parking here.
This is the employee parking
Is this
lot.
fenced off? Look, I want to make it very clear. It's not a fenced off area.
Let me make it very clear. This is an employee parking lot.
There's no trespassing signs or anything like that, sir. I'm not breaking the law, sir. I'm actually engaged in a constitutionally protected activity.
It's a funny thing, Frauditor, because reading the First Amendment, it doesn't say in there any place where you get to stick your potato cam in places where it doesn't belong. Now, it does say freedom of the press, but you're not press. Remember that.
Okay. And I feel like you're trying to bully me along with your sergeant. And, sir, who are you? Who are you, sir?
He's one of my employees.
Okay, one of your employees. I feel like all three of you are trying to bully me and trying to exert authority over me that you don't have. Demanding ID. Your sergeant doesn't understand that he cannot demand ID lawfully unless he has reasonable, articulable suspicion I've committed a crime.
Why are you in my parking lot?
That's a failure. That's a failure on your part, sir. You're supposed to educate your employees, correct?
Why are you in my parking lot?
They should know I'm working. Like I told your sergeant, I'm not just not answering questions. I cannot answer questions, but I'm answering. I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story on the city.
Let's say for a moment that that was all true, that he was gathering content for a story. Wouldn't you walk into the building and say, hey, look, I'm here doing a story and I'll be walking around taking film and taking pictures. No need to get alarmed. No, this guy wants to walk in and provoke people. That way he can get more clicks and views on his channel.
I was inside doing a FOIA request.
No.
Yes, I was.
Tag numbers and everything like that.
Who says I'm recording anybody's? And plus, it's public information. You guys run tags all day. People drive around all day in the city with tags on. It's not like any private information. Do I have a database where I can look up people? Come on, you gotta think logically here. I don't have a database where I can just type in somebody's, license plate and figure out who they are. Let's be real.
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Are you ordering me to leave?
I'm ordering
under
you to
threat
leave.
of arrest, sir?
I'm ordering you. This is the third time I've told you to leave my parking lot.
I'm gonna go on a public sidewalk and I'm gonna continue to record. I'm gonna continue to record your parking lot and I'm gonna hit you up with civil litigation over this.
Oh my goodness, the threat of a lawsuit. I'm sure those officers are shaking in their boots right about now.
Just so you know, because you're violating a constitutionally protected activity. And in this small town here, you might think that you're gonna get away with it, but you're not. I'm telling you right now, Chief. And I don't know your name, but
I don't know your name either.
you are the public servant here, sir. You are the public servant here. All you're doing is you're allowing your city, you're portraying your city in a negative light for the world to see. Remember that. Good. Remember I told you that, Chief.
Yes, sir.
So this is a public sidewalk, correct? This is a public sidewalk. Make sure. You guys are nothing but a bunch of bullies. You're not gonna get my ID. You're not gonna get my ID. And I'm gonna start civil litigation against you.
Frauditor, are you threatening these officers with a lawsuit? Oh, dearie me. Oh, my goodness.
Crazy. Trespassed me from an open parking lot, not restricted area or anything. Let's go catch up with them. Can I be trespassed from this sidewalk where it's right in front of the parking lot? Ridiculous. Chief, I want to submit a complaint. Chief, I want to submit a complaint. You're not getting away with this one. You might get away with them. You might get away with them normally on a regular basis, but not today. I want to submit a complaint. So I go inside to do that, or
Get him a complaint form. We'll get your complaint form.
Public insurance.
I need your names.
Sean appears to be having a temper tantrum. Oh, you're not going to get away with this. You might sometimes, but not today. I need your names, and I need your badge numbers. I'm going to call my mommy.
It is your policy to give me your name. Who do I know I'm filing a complaint against?
I'll let you figure it out.
Oh, I got to figure it
Everything
out? That's real
else. You know
professional.
everything else.
That's real professional.
Go ahead.
Nah, you can go ahead.
You're
You
not
can go
walking
ahead.
in front of me. You're behind me. Okay. You want to file a complaint?
You guys are the ones that are being aggressive here. You're not walking behind me.
Walk about a flagpole and he'll go get you a...
I will. Don't worry about it.
report.
I will. What's your name? I need to file a complaint against you.
Chief Ashley Brown.
Chief Ashley Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And your name, sir? Be professional. Come on. Is it really that serious? You're not making yourself look good here. I'm just asking you for your name. Your name, sir?
How many people watching this right now want to reach out and give him a long distance smackdown right across the chops?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Your name, sir?
Heinzman.
Heinzman? Yes. And do you have a badge number, Heinzman?
654.
654? Thanks.
You get a report so you can file a complaint.
Yeah, I know you don't care, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Then comes civil litigation, Chief. Then comes civil litigation. Because I was trespassing in your parking lot. That's a public parking lot.
Hey, we're not going to debate it. You want to file a complaint? In fact,
You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. Let's make that clear.
Oh, you're trying to tell me what...
You don't tell me what to do. So you're the public servant
If
here.
you want to file the complaint.
I do want to file a
Get your
complaint.
form.
You can go get it. I'm not stopping you. You guys have a bad attitude.
Sean said the police officers have a bad attitude? Sean, you should wake up and smell the coffee. What is wrong with this idiot?
Especially you, Sergeant. You came over here trying to threaten me with my ID. You got a bad attitude, man. You got to learn Georgia state law.
That's your matter of opinion.
So do you understand that under Georgia state law you cannot demand ID from law-abiding citizens, sir? Do you understand that or not? Was that on the sergeant's exam? Or was it? Maybe I'll put a suggestion in that should be on the sergeant's exam. When you can and cannot identify a law-abiding citizen.
You got-
And fill it out.
You don't need to...
I can fill it out here.
No.
This is a public lobby. You're going to kick me out of a public lobby too, Chief?
Oh, fill it out then.
All right,
wanna
thank
fill it
you.
out?
Excuse me.
You need to borrow your pen too, or?
Excuse me.
You can't record while you're in here.
Uh-oh. We all know that Sean is not going to turn off that potato cam no matter what happens.
Why can't I record while I'm in here? I have a constitutional right to film the police in the course of their duty, sir. Is this department so uneducated and so inept at their job that it must be from the top down? Because your sergeant doesn't know when he can legally identify somebody, and you're telling me I can't film in a police lobby? Mm-hmm. Yes, I sure can. I can film in a police lobby. It's my constitutional right. I have freedom of press in this country, sir. What country do you think you live in?
Are you with the press?
Yes, I'm with the press.
Let me see your ID.
No, I'm not showing you
Get
ID.
out.
I'm not showing you any
Get out my
ID, sir.
building.
You're required to show us.
Get out your building. Get out the building. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah, no problem. How do I file the complaint if I can't get in the building? Hello?
This is what happens when you have a smart mouth and a cocky attitude. Now, you said in the beginning, as you do in all your videos, let's see if they respect our rights. No, they're not going to respect you because, again, you didn't give them respect.
Hello? These guys are crazy. Get out my building. This is the people's building, not yours. All right, let's try and open the door. Who do I hand the complaint form to when I'm done?
Once you're done, I'll get it.
Okay, and do I get like a receipt number or something like that? There's no receipt number for your complaints?
No.
You don't get...
But you'll have it recorded. So.
Oh, yeah, I will. You're right. You're right.
A few minutes later.
All done?
Yeah, right here it says, all parties filing a formal written complaint are entitled to receive a copy of the original statement free of charge.
That's right, Sean. You tell him you stick up for yourself and you get what's coming to you. Maybe a shiny pair of handcuffs in the future.
So I would like it if a receiving supervisor can sign right there and give me a copy as it's stated on the form. You guys are a bunch of bullies. Abuse of authority. You know what? I want to do a public records request too. Let's find out how much money you guys are making abusing your authority. How much tax dollars you've taken from everyone.
A few moments later.
Here's your open record request if you want to fill it out. It'll tell you how to do that, and here's your copy, okay?
Okay. My copy?
Yeah.
Will you guys allow me to do it here? I don't understand what's the big deal.
Sorry, Sean, but as long as you keep that potato cam rolling, you can't sit in the office and fill out your paperwork request. Now go back outside.
Not if you're recording.
But where's the signs that says I can't record in here? Where's the law?
We don't have to have signs.
You sure do. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
So,
That's what this is.
As soon as you pass through that doorway, you're now private property to the
It's
city.
public property.
There's sensitive information in both these windows that can be called on video, so you can't record in there.
Okay, yeah. All right. Sure thing.
5 minutes later.
Yep, so what I'm requesting is all police department employees' names, titles, and salaries.
Okay.
Can I get a copy of that too?
It'll be sent to who does our open records request. And you didn't finish filling the form out. It requires an address at the top.
No, I don't have to put an address.
Here we go again. A frauditor who wants to be a psychic and try to predict the future. I will not fill that out. Well, if you don't fill it out, sonny boy, you won't get your request honored.
Complaint not going to be accepted. You didn't fill the form out correctly.
No, that's not how it works. Bring the chief out here.
Is how it works.
You're allowed to do an anonymous complaint.
Okay. You did not make it anonymous?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that the complaint's not valid.
It doesn't matter. I
Because
want
you
to speak to
didn't
the
fill it
chief.
out. No.
I want to speak to the
The
chief.
chief's not here. You got me. I'm the one accepting the complaint.
You're accepting the complaint on yourself.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that you didn't fill the form out correctly. So
You can submit a complaint anonymously.
let me explain to you how something simple here. Anonymous would mean you didn't put your name and phone number, so you took the anonymous part out.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, whatever.
Certain parts of it can be anonymous.
Are you done?
I don't have to give you my name.
All right.
I don't have to give you my address.
You don't. But
You're just being difficult.
Now wait just a minute, Sean. Who's the one being difficult? The sergeant? I don't think so. You're the one that's being difficult and highly annoying. Now you're going to have to go away and won't have either one of your forms honored. Oh, what a pitiful shame.
Sergeant, a little bit of de-escalation training will take you a long way. You need to learn. I understand you learn from your chief, who's also a bully and a tyrant, but you need to learn. Don't talk to people that way. You understand?
all right, have a safe day, okay?
Yeah. Tyrant. Crazy. These guys looking for any reason to lock me up. I know you didn't get involved really, but a little bit of de-escalation training goes a long way. There's no one was breaking any laws here. No one was doing anything wrong. I told you what was my purpose here. I didn't have to tell you that. I didn't have to tell you anything. I could have remained silent. I told you I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. There's no need for any of this.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Long Island Frauditor was denied services. Oh, you can bet your last dollar he's going to file a civil lawsuit. But I'm telling you, attorneys cost money. So his fans must fund him because even though he's making a great deal of money, I know he doesn't want to spend it on frivolous lawsuits that he can't win. And then on top of that, he stood out there and talked to that cop for a few more minutes. The cop was being polite, but he really wanted to tell him where to go, but he didn't. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.